So yesterday we started with the new module. What was it? Transient analysis, right? So we have DC sources only again, but we have resistor, inductor as well as capacitor, and there is a switch involved in the circuit. So it is either closed or moved from position 1 to position 2, right? So we had found out that there are usually three steps. We first do at t equal to 0 minus just before switching. So then we use at t equal to 0 plus just after switching, and then we use at t greater than 0. And what we saw, that current through an inductor cannot change abruptly, right? So what we said, IL of 0 minus should be equal to IL of 0 plus. Similarly, for capacitor, voltage across it cannot change instantaneously. So VC of 0 minus is VC of 0 plus. So this is an important equations, right? So this is what we learned yesterday. So let's move further. So next we consider for the same numericals, but we go one step further. We try to find the answers for t greater than 0. So what we did yesterday was only we found that at t equal to 0 plus, right? So we didn't go to find for t greater than 0, means the usual current I of t and voltage V of t. The equations for the current and voltage we didn't find. We only found out for t equal to 0 plus the values, right? So this and the further lectures we'll see how to calculate I of t and V of t, right? So when for means the equation for steady state, we can say. Okay, so if you take a simple series RL circuit, so again I have a switch here and it is connected like this. So this switch is closed. So if you close this, so what you will observe is you will get a differential equation for current. So you get a differential equation. So what is the differential equation? You get it in the form like say di by dt plus p I equal to q. So somewhat this form you will get. A q might be 0 also. So you should know how to solve this differential equations, right? So let's see how to solve differential equations. So the book which I have shared with you gives a different formula, but for that you have to remember two formulas. So instead of remembering two formulas, I am giving here only one formula. So if you find this simple, you can use this way. So you can remember just this formula: dependent variable into integrating factor equal to integral of integrating factor into q plus c. Okay, so you can use this formula. So this is applicable for what? Dy by dt plus pt equal to q. So dependent variable is what? Nothing but t. Okay, so where you should know what is integrating factor. So where integrating factor equal to e raised to integral of p dx. Okay, so this is the formula you should remember. So this applies for RL, RC as well as RLC circuits. Okay, so instead of remembering too many formulas, you can just remember this single formula. So let's directly jump to numericals. So in the network, the switch is initially at position 1. On steady state having reached, switch is changed to position 2. Means when the switch was at position 1, steady state has been reached. So when switch is changed to position 2, find current I of t. They have not asked at 0 plus. So they have asked the general equation, right, for I of t. So what we will do? Again we will say at t equal to 0 minus switch is at position 1. Right? So what will happen? So what they have given, and it has attained steady state, they have given it. Right? So we have seen yesterday when it attains steady state, inductor will act as a short circuit because this is a DC source. So as time passes, frequency is 0. So it will give a 0 reactance. XL is 2 pi f into L. So this will act as a short circuit. So what will be our diagram? I'll have inductor and this will be shorted. Right? So this is V, this is R1. So this current will be I of 0 minus. Right? So I can say therefore I of 0 minus, I can say it is equal to inductor current. So equal to I of 0 minus equal to V by R1. Right? Then what we can say? Since current through inductor does not change instantaneously, therefore IL of 0 minus equal to IL of 0 plus equal to I of 0 plus equal to V by R1, right? So if you write this, there is no need to draw diagram. Okay. So next, what will we say? So we are done with 0 minus, we are done with 0 plus. So let's do for t greater than 0, right? So what will happen? So switch is at position 2 now. So R1, R2 will be there. Inductor is there, we saw yesterday. But current through the inductor is not 0. So what we do? We draw a parallel current source of V by R1. So this is V by R1. This is R1. This is R2. And this is given as L. So this is our circuit, and current will be what? Since it is t greater than 0, so t can have any value, so it is I of t. So you apply KVL here, right? So let's say I start from here, so I should come here. So I am going like this in direction of current, so it is what? Minus R2I minus R1, this is R1 into I minus L times d by dt of, again, I minus V by R1. I hope you have understood this. If you have not understood, see yesterday's lecture. I have shown this example there where this value was 2 amperes, right? So what we will get, therefore, minus of R1 plus R2 into I minus L d by dt of, what will this be? Derivative with respect to t for this is 0. So di by dt equal to 0. So find di by dt. Therefore, L di by dt plus R1 plus R2 times I equal to 0. What is our standard form? Y is I here, right? So, sorry, this dependent variable has to be Y. Dependent variable is Y, this is independent. So, what is our standard equation? Dy by dt plus pt equal to q. So, I want the coefficient of this to be 1. So, always what you have to do, keep this coefficient 1, so divide by L. So, di by dt plus R1 plus R2 upon L into I equal to 0, right? So let me write this again. So it was di by dt plus R1 plus R2 upon L into I equal to 0, right? So you'll write the solution is given as. So what is that solution? Dependent variable. What is the dependent variable? What is the dependent variable? It is I, right? So what it will be? I into e raised to integral of, integrating factor I am directly writing this, p dt, this is dt, this should be dt, equal to integral of, integrating factor again e raised to integral of p dt into q. So it is 0, q is 0 plus c. So therefore, so you can say where p equal to what? R1 plus R2 upon L. So therefore, I into e raised to, R1 plus R2 upon L is p. So p is constant with respect to t. So R1 plus R2 upon L into t equal to c, right? So you don't know c here, right? So what we'll do at t equal to 0 plus. Why? Because you know I of 0 plus. So therefore, I into 1 equal to c. So this is at 0 plus. So therefore, c is what we have found it to be v by r1. So c is v by r1. So what is I then? Therefore, I equal to v by r1 e raised to minus of r1 plus r2 upon L into t. This is I of t. We have found the answer, right? This is what is required, right? So let's go to the next sum. So what is it saying here? in a network, a steady state is reached with switch K open. So steady state is reached with switch K open again. At t equal to 0, K is closed. So find I of t again, right? So what will we do? At t equal to 0 minus, switch is open, right? So what will happen? The entire circuit will be in the picture, right? And again this will be short circuit because the steady state is reached is given again. So this will be like this. So 20 volts, 10 volts, 30 ohms, 20 ohms, right? So this will be what? I of 0 minus, right? So I can say IL because current through inductor is that. So therefore IL of 0 minus equal to I of 0 minus equal to V by R. So same direction. So 30 by 50 is how much? 0.6. So 0.6 amperes. No need of calci, right? So then what will say? Since the current through the inductor cannot change instantaneously, I of 0 plus equal to IL of 0 plus equal to 0.6 ampere. So no need to draw the circuit again, right? Then again you will go at t greater than 0. So what will happen at t greater than 0? Switch is closed, right? So what will happen? You have to apply your BW logic here. Since this is the shortest path, so this circuit will, this current going from this voltage source will directly take the shortest path, right? So this is out of picture because we are finding this current, right? So what will be the diagram? It will be, so this is the inductor, this is 10 volts, this is 20 ohms, this is half Henry. But you check the current through the inductor is 0.6 ampere. So again I'll take this as 0.6 ampere, right? Then what do you have to do? This is I of t, just apply KVL, right? So 10 minus 20I minus half di by dt equal to 0. So I am directly writing di by dt because this is what? Again a constant, right? So therefore what will get? Half di by dt plus 20I equal to 10. So multiply by 2 because again you require this coefficient to be 1. So di by dt plus 40I is 20. So therefore di by dt plus 40I equal to 20, right? So again the solution to this differential equation is given as dependent variable I of t into integrating factor e raised to integral of p is 40 here. So p dt you can write directly equal to, what is it? Integral of integrating factor. So e raised to integral of 40 dt into q. So 20 plus c, right? So therefore I of t equal to e raised to 40t, sorry, into equal to integral of e raised to 40t, 20 is constant, plus c, right? So therefore I of t into e raised to 40t equal to, what is integral of e raised to x? E raised to x only. So e raised to 40t upon 40, right? Then plus c, right? So therefore I want I of t. So what I'll do? I'll multiply by e raised to minus 40t. So this will become 0.5 plus c e raised to minus 40t, right? So I've got I of t equation, but don't know this c, right? So what I'll do? I know I have 0 plus. So at t equal to 0 plus, what will happen? I have 0 plus is how much? 0.6 ampere. So 0.6 equal to 0.5 plus c. This will become 1. E raised to 0 is 1. So therefore c equal to 0.1. So therefore I of t equal to 0.5 plus 0.1 e raised to minus 40t. amperes. I think I forgot to write the unit for last time. I can afford to forget units. You cannot afford. You will lose marks. Is the next sum. Yeah. So let's go to the next sum. What is it? It is saying in the network switch closes at t equal to 0. The capacitor is initially uncharged, means they have already given the initial condition Vc of 0 minus. Right? Find Vc of t and Ic of t. Right? So how will we solve this? Actually, this is actually the second type. So if you observe, this is RC circuit. So this is the second type. I'll take a simpler sum first. We can take this, but I'll prefer to take a simpler first. So the switch is moved from position 1 to 2 at t equal to 0. Find Vc of t, right? Because it is a capacitor, RC circuit. So for RC circuits, usually Vc of t will be asked. In rare cases, they can ask current also. Okay. So again, at t equal to 0 minus, switch is at position 1. Right. So this is the circuit. Right. So what will happen? Capacitor will be initially uncharged in steady state. Right. So it is replaced by open circuit. Right, because it is uncharged. So how will it be? Is at position 1, so you can show this like this. So we saw yesterday that it is replaced by open circuit. So this is what Vc of 0 plus, sorry 0 minus. This is 100 volts. This is 5 kilo ohms. There is no current flowing here, but this voltage will drop across this. If you are not sure, 100 minus Vc of 0 minus is 0. So therefore Vc of 0 minus equal to 100 volts. Right? If you are not sure, you can just apply KVL. You will get it. Then what we'll say again, since voltage across capacitor cannot change instantaneously, Vc of 0 minus equal to Vc of 0 plus. Therefore Vc of 0 plus equal to what? 100 volts. Right? Then what we'll do? Next step, as usual, t greater than 0. At t greater than 0, switch is at position 2. Right? So what we will say, this is 50 volts, this is 5 kilo ohms. Then what we will have? So what will come here? Now voltage across capacitor is what? 100 volts. What we did for inductor? We drew in parallel if the current was not 0. So in the same case here, voltage is not 0. So what we do? We draw in series. So this is the voltage source 100 volts. Then I have the capacitor. Right? So this is what value? 1 microfarad. And this is Vc of t. So I can say, so this will be my Vc of t. Right? And this is 50 volts. This is 5 kilo ohms. So if this is plus minus, right? So are you getting this point that voltage across this combined is Vc of t? This combined is Vc of t. So this node voltage is Vc of t, right? And I have to find Vc of t only. So if you want, you can apply KCL by saying this is I of t and so on. But KVL, you can apply. But KCL will give the solution in one equation only. So again, I'll assume all currents as outgoing. So this is outgoing here, this is outgoing here. So this current will be what? Let's take this current first. Okay. So what it will be? Current through capacitor is C dV by dt. So C is 10 raised to minus 6 d by dt of voltage across it. What is it? Vc together with 100. Right? So next what will I do? Plus Vc plus 50 upon 5k equal to 0. Right? Current is V by R. So V minus 2 plus. So plus 50 upon R is 5k. Right? So what will get? 10 raised to minus 6 dvc by dt plus vc plus 50 upon 5k equal to 0, right? So what you can do, so again this derivative has become 0 because 100 is constant. So here even if you get the value for voltage or a inductor as we got here, so anyways their derivatives are 0, so usually books don't mention that, so you can also ignore this step, right? So if you want, you don't draw this, it is fine, you will get the same answer. Strictly speaking, you should draw, because if some examiners are very strict as per the concept, they might reduce marks. So again we want this coefficient to be 1, so we'll multiply by 10 raised to 6. So what we will get, dvc by dt plus, and I will separate this, so 5k and 10 raised to 6. So what it will be, I get my calculation. So 10 multiply by 10 raised to 6, right? So 10 raised to 6 divided by 5000. Remember it is 5k. So 200. So plus 200 VC equal to, remember it is plus 50 upon 5k. So 50 divided by 5000 into 10 raised to 6. So it will go to this side. So it will become minus 10 raised to 4. Right. So this is again a differential equation. So what is it? Dependent variable. So Vc of t into integrating factor. So e raised to integral of p, it is 200 dt equal to integral of integrating factor. So e raised to integral of 200 dt into q. So 10 raised to plus 4, sorry, and minus L right here, plus c. So therefore Vc of t, again this will be e raised to 200t equal to minus integral of e raised to 200t into 10 raised to 4. I should have taken this outside, dt. This will be dt plus c. So therefore Vc of t into e raised to 200t equal to minus 10 raised to 4 into integral is same upon 200 plus c. So therefore Vc of t equal to minus 10 raised to 4 upon 200 plus c e raised to minus 200t. I have just multiplied both sides by e raised to minus 200t. Why? Because I want Vc of t. So therefore Vc of t equal to 10 raised to 4. So this divided by 20. So 500. Sorry, it is 200. So it will be 50. So minus 50 plus c e raised to minus 200t. So don't know c. So what you do? You know t 0 plus Vc of 0 plus is 100. So therefore 100 equal to minus 50 plus c. So therefore c is 150. Right? So what will get Vc of t as minus 50 plus 150 e raised to minus 200t volts. Right? So this is the final equation. So let's finally go to this sum. I skipped it a while ago. So in the network shown in figure, the switch closes at t equal to 0. Right? So the main set is initially open and the capacitor is initially uncharged. So they have given Vc of 0 minus is 0. So you don't have to think. So find Vc of t and Ic of t. Right? So what you will say? If you don't want to draw the diagram, you say what is given in the question. At t equal to 0 minus capacitor is uncharged. Right? So if it is uncharged, what it will act as? It will act as short circuit. So if you want to know why, Xc is 1 upon omega c, so 1 upon 2 pi fc. So f is 0, DC source. Frequency is 0 for DC source. So Xc is infinity. Sir, you can't use this logic. What is happening at t equal to 0 minus switch will be open, right? So what will happen is the capacitor is uncharged initially, they have given. So since it is uncharged, it is 0 volts having it, the charging voltage is 0 volts. That's why it will act as short circuit. So how will you draw this? Switch is open, so only this part will come, right? So, and no need to draw. So VC of 0 minus is 0 volts, right? And you have observed they have given a other current also. So that is what IC of 0 minus equal to 0 amperes, right? So what will happen at t equal to 0 plus? Switch is closed. So at t equal to 0 plus, the switch is closed. Then you will again say, since voltage across capacitor cannot change instantaneously, Vc of 0 minus equal to Vc of 0 plus. So therefore Vc of 0 plus equal to 0 volts, right? But you need to find IC of 0 plus, right? You will require that. So you will have to draw the network. Given further. So what will happen here? Again Vc of 0 plus is 0 volts. So capacitor will again act as short circuit. So this is 10 volts. This is 9 kilo ohms. Then 1 and 4. So 1 and 4. And this is IC of 0 plus. So you have two equations, right? So let's say this is total current is IT of 0 plus, right? So what will be IC of 0 plus? I can use current division rule. So it is total current IT of 0 plus into the parallel resistor. So parallel resistor for this branch is 1K. So 1K upon total loop resistance. So 1K plus 4K. So what is IT of 0 plus we have to find? So it will be total voltage. So V by R. So 10 upon, what is this parallel combination? So 4K parallel with 1K. This is parallel. Plus 9K in series, right? So this will be the current. So 4000 it is inverse plus 1000 inverse plus 9000. So this is in denominator. So inverse into 10. It's 1.02 milliampere. So 1.02 milliampere. This is the way you can solve fast. So therefore you can find IC of 0 plus. So make the substitution into 1000 divided by 5000. 4K plus 1K. So it is 2.04. So you can write in milli. So 0.204 milliamperes, right? So this is IC of 0 plus, right? So next what we do at t greater than 0. So at t greater than 0. So what will you get? So again switch will be closed. So switch is closed. So what will get? So this will be Vc of t. This is 3 microfarad. This is 4 kilo ohms. This is 9 kilo ohms. This is 1 kilo ohms and this is 10 volts. So this is our final circuit. So what we have to find? I forgot. Find Vc of t and IC of t as well, right? So what will be Vc of t? So this is again my Vc of t. So I can say this is again Vc of t, right? But here in this case you are seeing there are two nodes. So you will require two equations for KCL, right? So what you can do is, this is having only one source. So the whole circuit has only one source. So Thevenin's equivalent will be a simpler method than KCL because you can do it in one step only. So what you will require, and there is no dependent source. That is why this is simple. So what will be R equivalent, which is nothing but our RTH. This is my load, right? Because I have to find voltage across this. So this is my load. right? So we'll open this and this will be shorted. So 9 parallel with 1 plus 4. So 9k, you can write this way also in the exam. So 9k parallel with 1k plus 4k, right? So 9000 inverse plus 1000 inverse, sorry, answer inverse plus 4000, 4900. So R equivalent is, I can say 4.9k, because they have given in kilos. So then I require, so for VTH what I do, I remove this and keep VTH here. So VTH is V equivalent. So what I can do, I can use voltage division rule. So total voltage is 10 into resistance is, this is open, so resistance is 1k. So 1k, because I am finding voltage across this now, if this is open, right, because current through this will be 0. So voltage across 1k I am finding in short. So 1k upon 1k plus 9k. So this is 1000 by 10,000. No need of calculator, into 10. So 1. So we get V equivalent as 1 volts. So what is the Thevenin's equivalent network? So at t greater than 0, Thevenin's equivalent network is, this should be capital T. So voltage source V equivalent 1 volt, RTH 4.9 kilo ohms. This is a capacitor. So plus minus Vc of t 3 microfarad. So now you apply KCL. So you'll write these things, writing KCL equation for t greater than 0. So C dV by dt. How I got this? I am assuming current going outwards. This is my Vc of t. So this plus, this is what Vc minus 1. This is 1 volts. So Vc minus 1 upon 4.9k equal to 0, right? So then multiply, so dvc by dt plus, so 3 in divide, so what I am doing, dividing by 3 into 10 raised to 6, because I want this coefficient to be 1. So 4.9 into 10 raised to 3 inverse, and I am dividing, so divided by 3 into 10 raised to minus 6, right? So what I get, 68.02, 68.027, so 68.03 Vc, and this is minus 1 by 4.9 k, so 4900 inverse, again divided by, so I'll get the same value, and minus to here it will be plus, so 68.03, right? So I'll again write it here, dvc by dt plus 68.03 Vc equal to 68.03. So again the solution is given as Vc of t into e raised to integral of 68.03 t integrating factor equal to integral of integrating factor. So same thing, e raised to integral of 68.03 t into q, so 68.03 plus c. So then you can solve this, right? So this is your homework. So we'll stop here.